Have you ever, read 30 different reviews just to buy a piece of plastic for your phone?
Oh, absolutely. All the time.
I mean, I really want you to think about that for a second. Have you ever just stood there in the middle of a grocery store aisle, completely paralyzed, investigating a bag of rice?
A bag of rice.
Yeah, literally a bag of rice, because it had 4.5 stars online.
Yeah.
And you just desperately needed to know what happened to that missing half star.
It's honestly the defining condition of modern consumerism. We have unprecedented access to global information, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we use it to turn into these neurotic detectives over the most minuscule, low-stakes decisions imaginable.
We really do. We just overanalyze the most mundane things. And today we are cracking the psychological code behind why we do this.
Which is fascinating, because we all loudly claim that we don't trust online reviews anymore.
Right. But we still obsessively read them before making a single move.
Yeah.
So by the end of this deep dive, we are giving you exactly 5 bulletproof filters to spot a fake review.
5 filters, that's huge.
It is. And on top of that, we are breaking down exactly 5 crucial, advanced C1 level vocabulary words. These will help you sound so much more like a native speaker when you're discussing trust and decisions.
Okay, because, this deep dive really operates on 2 levels. We're looking at human psychology, sure, but we're also using this as a framework for language mastery.
Exactly, which is why I want to say officially, welcome to our English learning deep dive for daily life, real conversation, and easy listening practice.
It's great to be here.
Whether you are a B2 learner who's just polishing your everyday conversation, or like a C1 master looking to refine your vocabulary, this deep dive is completely for you.
We are going to inspire you, challenge you, and really heavily encourage you to speak out loud with us today.
Yes, please do. But before we get to the psychology of why we do this, we need to look what happens when a 5-star review leads you straight into a literal brick wall. Stick around.
Oh, I can't wait for this story.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because the best way into this topic is a confession. I suspect anyone listening right now will see a bit of themselves in this.
I'm already judging you, but go ahead.
Fair enough. So last week, I needed a simple phone case. We're talking about a basic, transparent piece of silicone, just to stop my screen from shattering if it slips off a couch.
The stakes could literally not be lower.
Right. But I spent an hour and 20 minutes reading dozens of reviews. I was reading forums. I cross-referenced shipping times just to ensure it was a good one.
An hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah.
For silicone.
I know. And honestly, it gets more absurd. Remember the rice I mentioned earlier?
How could I forget?
I recently caught myself reading reviews for a basic, standard bag of jasmine rice. It had a 4.5 rating.
And you just had to know why.
Yes. I found myself scrolling vigorously through the comments, actively trying to find the one person who gave it 3 stars. I needed to decipher their specific rice-related trauma.
That is, the absurdity of it is what makes it so revealing. You aren't just shopping in that moment, You're conducting a full-blown investigation.
I really felt like a detective.
Right, but we take even the smallest decisions incredibly seriously. It's not just shopping, it's this weird need for certainty. So, which is it? Do we trust reviews or don't we?
That's the million-dollar question for the listener right now. Do we trust them?
Well, we've gotten incredibly good at pretending we don't need them. We casually tell our friends, oh, don't look at Yelp, it's all fake.
Totally. We act so cynical about it.
But simultaneously, we are overdoing it. We check reviews for restaurants we are already standing inside of. We check reviews for tiny, free apps we absolutely do not need.
Oh my gosh, yes. Checking the review while holding the menu? I've done that.
We all have.
I always call it falling down the rabbit hole. For our language learners, falling down the rabbit hole is a fantastic idiom. It means starting a process that gets overly complex and is very hard to escape from.
Like Alice in Wonderland.
Exactly. You start looking for a toaster, and 3 hours later, you're watching video essays on the thermal dynamics of heating coils.
It's exhausting.
Speaking of which, if you are enjoying this deep dive so far, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to keep improving your daily English.
Highly recommend. 5 stars.
So we know we over-research, but how exactly do these reviews trick us in the first place? It's sneakier than you think. Let's find out.
Let's talk about the anatomy of a flawed review, because it's rarely as simple as just a fake review.
Right. And this brings me to the dangerous territory of hotel reviews. Expectation versus reality.
Yeah, hospitality's the worst for this.
It really is. I once booked this hotel for a weekend getaway. It had a flawless 5-star average, Beautiful photos.
Of course it did.
It had like 20 reviews saying, oh, amazing, exactly as pictured. So I booked it. I was feeling incredibly smug.
I feel like a disaster is coming.
Oh, it's a tragedy. I unlocked the door, walked in, and the room looked like it had personally given up completely.
No way.
The photos online showed this bright, airy suite. The real room felt like a concrete bunker. And the window, this is the best part, the window was facing a wall.
Like an alleyway wall.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, a wall constructed so close to the glass that you could literally touch it from the bed. A review claimed a beautiful view. I can only assume they meant a beautiful view of disappointment.
That is hilarious, but it perfectly highlights our core concept here. The problem isn't always outright fake reviews written by a bot. It's often what we call incentivized reviews.
Incentivize. That is a really great word for our learners.
Yeah, so the root word is incentive, meaning a reward. An incentivized review means someone gets a discount, a free breakfast, or a small gift for leaving a positive review.
The classic free breakfast bribe. I know it well.
Exactly. And psychologically, nobody says, please lie. But if someone gives you free pancakes, you suddenly become a much kinder person.
It's so true. The review becomes less about the room and more about the warm feeling of free food.
Right. It invokes the principle of reciprocity. You feel like you owe them.
I want to pause here for a second. Let's use this for a speaking exercise. I want you, the listener, to repeat out loud after me. Let's practice the rhythm of English with a funny phrase.
I love this.
Repeat out loud. I would struggle. I'm very loyal to pancakes.
Such a good sentence.
Let's do it one more time. Try to sound a bit humorous. I would struggle. I'm very loyal to pancakes.
And that's exactly how they get you. But look, if that's the overly kind extreme, we also have to look at the extremely angry review.
Oh, the one-star warriors.
Right. One bad delivery, one rude staff member on a bad Tuesday, and suddenly it's worst place ever avoid in all capital letters.
Always the all caps. It's so dramatic.
And the tragic part is that review sits there for years, even if the business fixed the problem the very next day.
Which raises a powerful thought. Reviews were never designed to be fair, were they? They're deeply emotional.
Completely. The quiet, satisfied people who think, this blender works normally, I am calm. They just use the product and move on. They don't write reviews.
So if the one-star reviews are too angry and the five-star reviews are bought with free pancakes, how do we ever find the truth? And more importantly, why do we keep reading them? The psychological reason might shock you.
If reviews are this unreliable, we really have to ask why we bother.
Exactly. Like, if I know all of this, why do I still read 30 of them before buying headphones?
It comes down to pattern recognition. Your brain doesn't trust one person, you trust the pattern.
Okay, that makes sense.
If one person lies, it's fake. But if 90 people over 6 months say the battery dies fast, that repeated complaint becomes highly useful data.
But wait, let me push back on that. Can't patterns be fake too? Like, with AI and bots?
What's fascinating here is, yes, they absolutely can. Unethical companies use bot farms, fake accounts, and copied comments.
So they aren't just paying for one fake review.
No, they pay for hundreds at a time, completely destroying the comfort of that pattern you're looking for. They weaponize your pattern recognition.
That is genuinely terrifying. So if we know bots exist, why do we keep looking?
This is the deep psychological shift. We aren't actually looking for the truth about the product anymore. We are looking for reassurance.
Reassurance, like emotional comfort.
Exactly. Buying something, especially expensive things, feels risky. Reviews make it feel like other people have already tested the risk for us.
Wow. So it's just about getting permission to spend money without feeling stupid later.
Yes. We want a tiny stranger online to act as emotional support, saying, hey, don't worry, I bought the shoes are fine, you're not making a mistake.
That is so deeply human. But it's kind of tragic, too. Comfort and truth are not always the same thing.
They rarely are in the digital space.
So since we now know we're hunting for emotional comfort in a sea of bots, how do we actually read reviews safely?
Yeah.
Next, we're giving you the ultimate 5-step filter system.
These filters are lifesavers, seriously.
Okay, let's get right into it. Filter number 1.
Skip the extremes.
Right. Ignore the 5-star reviews because they're too happy or bribed. And ignore the 1-star reviews because they're just too angry, to be fair.
Go straight to the middle, the 3-star and 4-star reviews.
Why the middle, specifically?
Because these people usually explain both sides. They'll say, I loved the design, but the strap broke after 2 months. It's nuanced.
That is so much more useful than just perfect or terrible. Okay, filter 2. Customer photos over studio shots. I love this one.
Me too. Explain why you prefer the customer photos.
Well, I actively look for messy customer photos. Like, A blurry photo of a blender beside a kitchen sink feels authentic.
Absolutely.
It proves the blender actually exists in a real home right next to a dirty sponge. It's a very high standard of evidence compared to a perfect white background.
A bot farm can't easily fake domestic clutter. It's brilliant. Filter number 3 is to look for specific details.
Yes. Look for quiet honesty over capital letters. Like if someone says, the shoes are comfortable but feel tight after 2 hours, that is infinitely more believable
Then someone just saying amazing quality, fast delivery, highly recommend.
Exactly. A bot can write that generic stuff. It takes a human to know the shoes pinch after exactly 2 hours.
Filter number 4. This one is crucial. Check the dates.
What do you mean by the dates?
You have to look at the timing. If a product has been out for a year but suddenly gets 100 glowing reviews in 2 days, be suspicious.
Because that reveals a fake review farm just dumped a bunch of comments all at once.
Right. Unless it's a massive, famous product launch like a new iPhone, sudden spikes in reviews are a huge red flag.
Okay, and the final filter, filter number 5, ask a real person.
We always forget this one.
We really do. Step away from the screen and ask a friend, family member, or group chat. A friend has no reason to lie to you for a free breakfast.
Unless they are trying to keep a good restaurant a secret.
Which is a very relatable kind of dishonesty.
But
seriously, your real-life network is your best filter against bots.
So you now have the filters to navigate online shopping. But do you have the vocabulary to discuss this in real life with native speakers? Get ready for our word tour and role play.
So what does this all mean for your daily English? We are doing a word tour right now.
This is where we break down those complex words we use today.
Exactly. We are your language guides. We'll give you clear examples for our B2 and C1 learners. Let's start with the first word, skeptical.
Skeptical, it means not easily believing something without proof.
Right, like I'm skeptical of reviews that sound too perfect.
Now for our C1 learners, if you want a more advanced synonym, you could use dubious or cynical.
Dubious is a great word, but skeptical is perfect for everyday use. Like, I'm a bit skeptical of 5-star reviews with no details.
Word number 2, incentivize.
This was the pancake word.
Yes. It means getting a reward, like a discount or gift, in exchange for writing something.
For C1 learners, you might see words like compensated or remunerated in a business context. But incentivized is very common in marketing.
Exactly. An example sentence. I don't fully trust incentivized reviews. They aren't fake, but they aren't fully neutral either.
Perfect. Word number 3 is credibility.
This means how believable or trustworthy something is.
So using our filters from earlier, we could say, customer photos can give a review more credibility.
Or that review lost credibility because it sounded copied.
Word number 4, biased.
Biased means not neutral or fully fair. You are leaning to one side.
Like the angry 1-star reviewers. That review sounds biased because it only focuses on one bad experience.
And our final word, number 5, authentic.
Authentic means real and genuine, not fake.
A messy customer photo feels more authentic than a perfect studio photo.
Or, this review feels authentic because it includes small, honest details.
So those are your 5 words: skeptical, incentivized, credibility, biased, and authentic.
Now we are moving to my favorite part, the role play exercise. We call this Say It Better.
Instead of using basic English, we will turn simple sentences into mature, natural, native-sounding English.
This is an interactive exercise. I will say the basic sentence, the expert will give the advanced version, and then I'm going to pause. I want you to repeat the advanced phrase out loud wherever you are.
Let's do it.
Instead of saying, I don't believe reviews anymore.
Let's elevate that. Using our C1 synonyms, you could say. I've become more dubious of reviews that sound too perfect, but let's stick to our core word. Repeat this. I've become more skeptical of reviews that sound too perfect.
Your turn. Speak out loud. I've become more skeptical of reviews that sound too perfect.
Notice how it doesn't attack every review, it just asks for proof.
Exactly. Okay, next one. Instead of saying, this review doesn't feel real.
Let's sound calmer and more mature. Say, this review doesn't seem very authentic.
Your turn. Speak out loud. This review doesn't seem very authentic.
Excellent. Now let's handle the angry reviewers.
Instead of saying, that person is just angry, not fair.
We want to sound like we are looking at the full picture. That review sounds biased because it focuses only on one bad experience.
Your turn. Speak out loud. That review sounds biased because it focuses only on one bad experience.
Perfect. Okay, what about the ratings themselves?
Instead of saying, the product has 5 stars, so it must be good.
We want to sound smarter, not blindly trusting. Say, the rating looks good, but I still want to read the details.
Your turn. Speak out loud. The rating looks good, but I still want to read the details.
Very sharp. Let's practice with the photos.
Instead of saying, I only trust reviews with pictures.
Let's be practical and explain why. Say, I usually trust reviews more when they include real customer photos.
Your turn. Speak out loud. I usually trust reviews more when they include real customer photos.
And for our final one, let's hit that deep psychological truth.
Instead of saying, I read too many reviews before buying anything.
Let's be deeply honest and very human. Say, I read reviews partly for information, but also for reassurance.
Your turn. Speak out loud. I read reviews partly for information, but also for reassurance.
Fantastic work. Using these phrases will completely change how you sound in a conversation.
It really will. So to summarize our journey today, reviews aren't just about products, are they?
Not at all. They're about trust. Trusting strangers, trusting patterns, trusting details, and ultimately trusting ourselves a little more.
Because the truth is rarely shouting in capital letters. It sounds quieter.
It does, and we promised you a bonus at the end, and here it is.
Yes, the real secret to mastering English or making any good decision is consistency. Checking your own decisions is a human trait, but consistency builds true confidence.
It really is believed by top linguists that consistency is the only real hack.
So now it's your turn. I want you to go to the comment box right now and write down one key word and one idiom we explained today. And see your answers.
It helps lock it into your memory.
It really does. Also, prove to me that you made it to the end of this deep dive by writing, I am consistent in the comment box right now.
We read all of them.
We do. We would love your feedback. What kind of topic do you want for the next video? Let us know.
And if you liked this video, smash that like button.
And listen carefully. If you want to read an article about English, go to the description box. I have provided a link there. If you subscribe once, you will receive a free article in your email for free every time.
It's a great resource for reading practice.
And if you enjoyed this podcast, there are many more podcasts on my channel. Go check them out and binge watch your favorites to keep your English listening practice going strong.
But before we go, I want to leave you with one final lingering question to mull over.
Oh, I love these.
It is believed that the way we shop reflects the way we live. If we are constantly seeking reassurance from strangers online before making a $20 purchase, how is this collective anxiety affecting the way we make our major life decisions?
Wow, that's deep.
Think about that next time you're scrolling through the stars.
I definitely will. Thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you in the next deep dive.